me that there's a pie chart there and a Venn diagram. We've done a study on cloud computing in HPC, which is sometimes cited as one of the ways that people might adopt high-performance computing for the first time. Again, same thing, a lot of good ideas, a lot of barriers. We're seeing a lot of experimentation around cloud, not a lot of wide-scale deployments. Cloud computing is another area where HPC presents some very particular challenges. We have a whole set of selected user comments on cloud that run the gamut of barriers that fall into security category, problems with certification or reproducibility of results, problem with moving data in and out of the cloud, problems with operations, how do I take part of my workflow out and bring it back in, political problems, managerial problems inside the company of how do I know I'm not going to get fired if I do this and something goes wrong, SLAs. So, you know, there's work to do there as well. Other technology issues, just wrapping up, because they're important topics this year. Intel does have a growing market share over AMD. Now, I don't hear a lot of people saying bad things about AMD technology itself. They're very well reviewed, but nevertheless, some of the differentiation that Intel has shown on the software and tool side in particular has contributed to their market share lead. InfiniBand is the most common cluster interconnect, slightly over Ethernet, and is starting to see a growing presence over Ethernet. There are also custom interconnects that are worth considering, of course, from companies like Cray or SGI or IBM with BlueGene, or even T-Platforms now out of Russia with their own system interconnect for the larger systems. So those are important to consider. And one of my favorite topics for the last couple of years has been Windows, which around this group is generally good enough to get several people to spit on the floor. Windows is coming, and we see it with a growing share, and it's been growing. It's not that far penetrated in yet, but Windows is another key technology in terms of helping to enable adoption for HPC users in the entry level and mid-range who don't have any Linux in their data center. We have a number of research studies, both in terms of annual syndicated studies and comprehensive research studies that go above and beyond that. You can browse all of our research on our website at intersect360.com. We've even taken to putting out some HPC trivia cards out on some of the tables, a little game for you. There's 4 different cards with 3 questions each. They're all answered by different research reports that we put out all in 2010. I'm very excited to be at Supercomputing. This is my absolute favorite time of year. As analysts, the number of people we would like to meet with is limited only to all of the vendors, all of the users, all of the press, and all of the policymakers. So we do have a very busy schedule. I hope to talk to all of you at some point in time. If not here, then please contact us, and thanks very much. I hope you have a great show.